Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. And by the video title, you know what this video is about. Steelers versus Eagles post-game show. As you guys know, the Steelers lost 27-13 versus the Eagles. And there's a lot of miscommunication out there. Couldn't get separation on the outside receivers. Couldn't get open. And a lot of missed opportunities. I'm going to break down some of those in this video right here. But we did clinch a playoff spot. Even with the loss, the Steelers clinched a playoff spot. And they will be heading to the playoffs this year at 10-4 right now. Pinch a spot because the Colts lost to the Broncos. They got blown out. It's a crazy play where the receiver did some trick play and he threw the ball back and got pick six or some crazy thing that happened. He lost 31-13, and then you see the Dolphins lose to the Texans as well, and the Steelers clinch a playoff spot and headed to the playoffs for the fourth time in 5 years, which is good and all. But we need to make sure we clinch the division. We have a big time matchup versus the Ravens coming up on Saturday. You win that game, you win the division. And be the first time you win division since what, 2020, 2021. So the Steelers need to go out there and handle business with that. But this game right here had a lot of missed opportunities. Let's start off first with the penalties. A lot of penalties that hurt us, of course, in this game. That set us back. Made it second and long, third and long. A lot of different big time like yards to gain on some of those plays. He first and 25, first and 22. All the different things that happened that kind of hurt us in moving in the offense ready. Also, the slow starts. The slow start we've been doing for like all season. Against the Browns game when we lost, slow start. Colts game when we lost, slow start. Cowboys game, we had to lead, but the Cowboys just scored a game and touchdown at the end of the game. But we did have a slow start in that game as well. Slow start. So 3 slow start games and you lose all 3 of them. And now you have a fourth one. You lose this fourth one as well against the Eagles, slow start. Now sometimes you get away with it. We got away with it, of course, with the Falcons, against the Broncos, against the Chargers. We got away with it. We got away with it sometimes against some teams that we got away with it. Commanders, we started off well, but then we kind of got down by 2 scores, but came back in that game and won it by 1 point. But you're not going to win in all those slow starts. Not going to win with those slow starts. Not going to win if you're not getting open on the outside. George Pickens is a valuable piece. He's probably writing down right now. His contract year is coming up next year because next year is his last year in his deal. So he's probably writing right now like this game right here versus the Eagles, this game right here versus the Bengals versus the Browns. The offense is a little stacked. Now Bengals game look a little better, but early on they started a little. He played the Bengals game. Yeah, I'm mixing it up. He played the Bengals game, but the Browns game, I have to say. The Browns game, like this game right here against the Browns, the game right here against the Eagles. The Steelers look a little shaky without me out there. The Steelers won against the Browns, of course, 27-14, because it's the Browns, of course. But against the Eagles, it's not going to work like that. You ain't going to be able to get those turnovers because the Eagles team played very clean. And when they did have turnovers, the Steelers forced a few of them. The special teams won, and the TJ Watt won. The Steelers only got 3 points on those turnovers, which come back to hurt you. So that's a missed opportunity right there. You have the fumble, of course, the special teams, and the Cooper Jean fumbled the ball on the punt return. And then you got the fumble by TJ Watt. Jalen Hurts got out, scrambled. TJ Watt got out there, peanut punched the ball out. And hey, got the recovery. And like, okay, still got a chance, opportunity. You punted it. You didn't get any points on that drive. And then you get the special teams play, the fumble. You get only 3 points on that drive because you had a penalty. They put you back. A sportsmanlike conduct penalty that happened. Now, it should have been called on both sides and been offsetting, but still, you shouldn't have penalties. We had a lot of bonehead penalties the past few weeks. The penalty set you back, and then you lose a lot of yards in that play. It's a 15-yard penalty. It's 2nd and 18, your 3rd and 18 after the incompletion, and then I think Russell Wilson went for Pat Fryer, moved over the top, and then he missed them, and then you, hey, you got to get the field goal, and now it's 3 points only in that drive. And then you look at, of course, well, what else another play that happened? Something else that happened. Oh, Najee. The Najee fumble that happened. Najee Harris doesn't really fumble the ball that much. Najee Harris is on pace to have another 1,000-yard season this year, and he does a very good job at taking the football. And the Steelers kind of benched him after that too as well. I felt like saying, you're done for today. That fumble. Now I know he only fumbled the ball 1 time this season. Only had 1 fumble loss this year. But Najee, you cannot fumble in that situation right there. A very crucial situation. Your team is driving down the field. The score is 13-20. You're driving down the field. Had a flea flicker play that happened. Calvin Austin got a big play on the outside. You're driving down the field to make a big time play. And what happens? A fumble in the red zone that causes you to, you never recover from it really. Causes you to lose momentum. It's just a drive killer, momentum killer. And you're like, man, like that fumble right there really hurts a lot. And then you can't get the field either. Jalen Hurts and the Eagles marched down the field from their own 20. Marched down the field. Got a touchdown, got in the end zone. Then you had an opportunity and chance, of course, to get the ball back to go out there and make something happen. It's 4th-7. I would have went for it. The Steelers decided to punt the ball, and it's a good punt. Punt the ball deep on territory, and the penalty happened as well, and it got pushed back even further. But what happened on 3rd down? You know they're going to A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown been getting the ball on 3rd down many times the whole game. And what do the Steelers do on 3rd down? You got JPJ on him, man to man, which is reasonable, of course. But when he breaks free of that, you know it's coming to him like that slant. The safety did not come up at all. Is your Brown just walk free, get it, break a tackle, break a few tackles, get down the field, and he's gone. I think and they kept driving. They drove and they drove and they drove. And that was a long, long drive. Never got the ball back. The Eagles had almost 30 minutes of offense in the second time possession in the second half. Steelers only had 5 minutes of offense in the second half of time possession, which is absolutely crazy. And I mentioned many times in the game preview, once you start to fall behind this game versus the Eagles, we've seen it happen to the Ravens when they play the Eagles, and many other teams that happen to, they play the Eagles as well. They can run the football very well, very effectively. So once you fall behind, it's very hard for you to get back in the game. It's very hard for you to come back and try to find your way and find yourself to get back in the loop and try to dig yourself out the hole. And still doesn't get the ball back at all. Like then the fourth quarter, I feel like we didn't even touch the ball at all. It seemed like it. They had the ball for a little bit, punted it, and never got it back like that. The Eagles did a good job in milking the clock down. Long drives, slow drives, milking the clock down. Great time management by them on their part, of course. But the Steelers missed a lot of opportunities out there in that game, and that's why they lost. TJ Watt did go down with the injury with his ankle. He's able to walk off the field, of course. Maybe just a sprain or something, so hopefully he's good. And hopefully Deshaun Elliott is back. Hopefully Larry Joby is back. And hopefully George Pickens is back. We got a big-time game coming up versus the Ravens. It'll be a game for the division. Steelers win. You be 11-4 and you clinch the division. Now you lose, you be 10-5. Ravens be 10-5. And you both be tied for division. You got to see what happens. You're gonna have the Chiefs again. You got the Bengals again. Two games you could possibly lose. You never know what can happen. So the Steelers need to make sure they handle business, beat the Ravens. Handle business against the Ravens, beat the Ravens, clinch the division, lock it up, and then try to win out the year to see where you can land maybe in the playoffs like that. So we'll see exactly what happens. But we got a playoff spot clinch. We need to get some things shored up, and we just starting off slow and make sure our guys get healthy and we can go out there and win this thing. So this is all I have for today's video. Let me know down below what you guys think and the problems you had this game and what happened. And also, hey, we got to bounce back. Got to bounce back next week and get things done, get things right. But yeah, just peace out.